I was joking with my brother about this. Still the biggest Brock Montana fan in the world with the 49ers. I'm just like, bro, your Super Bowl window is very, very closed, bro. Because all the Avengers, Thanos has killed all your Avengers. The Debo is a shell of himself. He won't be a 49er next year. McCaffrey is a shell of himself. He's injured for the year. Kittle has been battling injuries all year. Trent Williams is on IR now. And they're about to pay Brock Montana $65 million a year. He's going to make more than that. So you want to cut a check for $65 million to a guy that should be a manager at Target now?
Oh, my goodness.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. If you're John Lynch right now, are you drafting a quarterback in this upcoming draft? Or are you like, you know what, let's get ready to pay Brock 65? Because that's what he's going to ask for. He's not going to ask for a hometown discount. For what?
Real.
Dak didn't ask for a hometown discount. And Brock Montana's going to be like, I took you to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Where's my bag? So you guys are John Lynch right now. You guys paying Brock Montana?
I am not, because the Shanahan culture over in San Francisco is basically plug and play. They can literally just get somebody in the 7th round and then put him in there, and they have to follow Shanahan's system. I mean, even Sam Darnold would have taken him to the Super Bowl last year instead of Brock Montana.
He looked good last year.
Yeah.
Des.
So, yeah.
Coming from an organization that did pay somebody that doesn't deserve the money.
from the makers of overpaid quarterbacks.
Savage.
Get those savages going.
Zoom in on that.
I'm going to post. I'm zooming in on that.
I'm, as a GM, I would definitely be paying attention and be scarred at the fact that you have the chance to pay somebody this much amount of money a year, and at the end of the day, all that they may be able to show based on the roster, the injuries, and the play is maybe an NFC championship, if anything. But San Francisco, you got a decision to make, and it's not going to be an easy one, because in all reality, you need to redo this team. It didn't work out the way you thought it was. And then paying Brock is going to be the start of many more problems to come. But I get it. The kid earned his payday, and if you want to honor that, it's cute. But you're just going to be behind another 10 years. So good luck to you. That's what I can say.
I would tag him. This is what the tag is for. I would do what you guys should have done with Daniel Pennies. Tag the man. Oh, can you do it again? Oh, you can't? We'll draft the quarterback. I would tag him, because the problem is when you do pay him, and trust me, it's going to happen. When you do pay him and some of the Avengers start to permanently dissolve into space, into dust, like Infinity Wars, the team's going to look different. Because when he doesn't have the Avengers around him, I'm with Nick Wright. My brother hates Nick Wright, but I'm just like, Nick Wright, long hair and Bond villain face looking aside, he's spot on. When he doesn't have the full complement of Avengers, he looks like Iowa State Purdy. We were saying this 2 years ago, both of us. Tell me when I'm telling lies. We're just like, yo, he needs all of the Avengers. Not some, not a few. If he just misses one, God forbid, 2 of the Avengers, God forbid 3, this is what it is. This is who he is. Yeah. He needs that around him. And if that's $65 million worth, God bless you. But you ain't winning no chip. No. Sorry, it's not happening.
And here's the insanity of it, and you know, a bit of a hot take here. Purdy almost would have been better off if they were just mediocre this year. They were losing games in the final 3 minutes, a la Aaron Rodgers every freaking week.
Savage.
You know, and he was just mediocre to bad even. Because at this point, the one thing you can make the case for Purdy is he was at least, you know, part of that nostalgia almost, and how fast the NFL moves. He was part of that Super Bowl run. He was part of, you know, he was the face of the Avengers to a lot of casual fans. And so you're almost paying him to try and hang on to that magic for one more day. But you look at this year where you see exactly that, you know, the health is not there. This team is not sustainable. When you look at things like them rushing back Dre Greenlaw and then him not being able to stay on the field, and, you know, Campbell not even, you know, literally walking out a la Antonio Brown. You know, this team we love this word around here. This team's a disaster, and so now he is the face of this absolute monstrosity. You know, he's not the face of a Super Bowl Niners. He's the guy who is supposed to be the de facto leader at all times, who couldn't even convince all 52 of his teammates not to quit. You know, why do you want that in your locker room? He's not good on the field. He's the de facto leader of a team that quit. Nothing is good about this year. You let him go. To your point about how the Niners operate in the draft and where they got this guy to begin with, you theoretically have 7 shots to get his replacement correct, because you'll be taking at least 7 picks higher than where you took Brock Purdy. To me, this is a no-brainer, and you know that stance. I've been on your show on the weekends before arguing with anyone who's willing to call in and say the words Brock Purdy. But I didn't think this was hard to begin with. I still don't think it's hard. Move on from him. He's replaceable.
Yeah.
Don DeMarco, tell me when I'm telling lies. Steve is on the boards. The beard is illustrious. They're better off going down the Sam Darnold sweepstakes. He's gonna be a free agent. Yeah. There's a number of you guys are better off going up.
Listen, if the Jets said you weren't, spoiler, if the Jets say you're not good enough, you're good enough. That is the one thing we've learned.
Savage away.
Savage.
So yeah, but I cannot wait until the Brock Montana situation is resolved. I remember I got into it with my brother at Thanksgiving. I'm just like, bro, he's a part of the system. And my brother was like, he is the system. I was like, no, he is not. I get it. You miss the days of Steve Young. I get it. Trust me. I miss the days of Troy Aikman. I do. But any Cowboy quarterback that's have his weight in, I was not calling Tony Romo Troy Aikman. And I damn sure, as much as I love Rain Dakota, I've never called him Troy Aikman. I miss that guy. We haven't had that guy, and we are still looking for that guy. But just because a guy leads you to some regular season success or whatnot, it's because of the cast. It's because of the band. All right, it's literally because of the band. And he's not the front man. Trust and believe. No. He is not. He's the second guitar, if that. But that's neither here or there.